Hello and welcome to the first episode of Bettrends Ante-Post Angles. Everybody loves the Ante-Post flutter on Cheltenham and the Bettrends team is no different. Over the next couple of weeks we are going to be giving you some Ante-Post bets to get stuck into. We are happy to say that SkyBet are donating us £200 worth of charity bets and our aim is to make £1,000, wishful thinking maybe, but we're going to try and do this, and any proceeds that we do make will be donated to the Injured Jockeys Fund. I'm Ben Rowe, the editor of Bettrends.co.uk, and today I've got the majority of the Bettrends team with me, Andrew Fletcher, Dan Torrey and Mikey White, and we're going to be kicking off with Fletcher's tip for the RSA.
Okay, so I like more of that. I think he's the class horse in the race. I think he's done nothing wrong over fences 2 starts so far. I think he'll improve for better ground. I think he should be favourite for the race. Any thoughts, gents?
I echo those sentiments, but I would like to have seen more of that 1 over 3 miles over fences. I know he's done it over hurdles, but I think jumping fences and jumping hurdles are completely different games. I would have liked to have seen that going into this, and I'd probably like to have seen a run since December as well. It's a long time to have off before Cheltenham.
It leaves him kind of short on things that he's beaten, on the class of horse that he's run up against. I mean, he's beaten nothing in his 2 runs over fences so far. That's got to be a worry. It's small fields as well.
If he'd have run in the Grade 1 Silly Isles, I mean, I've got some trends here, which the trends do not make pretty reading for any person who likes more of that. I mean, start off with the last 14 winners that all contested a Grade 1 or Grade 2 chase. 5 of the last 7 winners were trained in Ireland. 7 of the last 9 runners have run at the festival the previous year, which he didn't. Then you've got things such as only 1 winner in the last 50 years hadn't run in the same calendar year. Only 1 winner since 1998 had less than 3 starts over fences. And you've got 7 of the 9 favourites who came into the RSA unbeaten, lost their unbeaten status in this race. I mean, how are you going to combat that, Fletch?
Grim reading for trends followers, I agree. I think the thing is, the stat of not running at the festival the previous year, vast majority of horses running the Albert Bartlett and then go over hurdles, because we've heard the old saying before Cheltenham, they'll make a better chaser than a hurdler about 1 million times. I'm not concerned about that at all. He's got plenty of form in the book that says he'll improve for 3 miles, improve for better ground. John Joe's given an up-to-date bulletin suggesting all's well. Ideally, he'd have had another run since the new year, but
he said it's going to take a good one to beat him, didn't he?
Yeah, in a recent interview he said he was still talking about he could have run in the Gold Cup, which says plenty for me about what they think he's capable of. I think he's very good, and I think he should be favourite ahead of No More Heroes.
And aside of more of that, anybody got any opinions on anyone else in the lineup?
I like No More Heroes. I think he's proven to have the 3 mile form in a Grade 1. Okay, he didn't run brilliantly in the Albert Bartlett. That's probably not worked out as a brilliant race. But again, he would make a better chaser than hurdler. So I think he's a worthy favourite. He's likely to go there. Jigginstown have got a huge swathe of horses that they could possibly choose from, but he looks to be well and truly the top one in the RSA. Looking down the market, the only other one I could possibly give a chance to would be Drummer Coup, who's an enigma really. We don't really know what's coming from him. He hacked up at Huntingdon. Unfancied for some unknown reason. He had good form over in Ireland. Ben Pauling has had some big winners this year. He could be a flyer down the field, but we really don't know what we're going to get from him.
Mikey?
I'm a fan of Pont Alexandra as a horse, as far as it's got me, but I think he's still got a lot of potential in there. There's plenty they can still get out of him, especially on better ground. I don't think this soft ground's been suiting him that much, despite what his form figures kind of read. If they can get him to anywhere near what they think he could be a massive threat in a race that might not be as strong as it initially looks outside of the top 2 in the market. So I'd be tempted to look at Pont Alexandra.
And for me, I mean, I think Sia Midnight could run a place at 20s. I mean, she's probably not got the class to win it, but Fletch, you've got £50 to play with. I mean, what are you going on this?
We're £30 win.
That's £30 win on more of that in the RSA.